Hey folks, Deano here again. This time taking a look at the first of two head sculpts that I've got. This is ZD Studio 004 Super Fusion Warrior, otherwise known as Super Saiyan 3 Goku / Gogeta / Gotenks. Adult Gotenks to be precise. I believe that ZD Studio always intended for that to be the case, because they are coming out with an accessory kit for each of their head sculpts, of which there are 4, and they basically come with a load of different faces that we haven't seen yet. This is of course a recast of Recustom's Super Saiyan 3 head sculpt originally, although ZD Studio have made some alterations specifically in the other head sculpts, although this one does have a different front bang. But yeah, really nice looking kits, but still remains to be seen if they fit on the bodies well enough or not. I don't think they will, because I have some hot water sitting here ready. But yeah, links in the description if you wish to purchase this or one of the other versions. They have this one, they have Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, they have Super Saiyan 3 Vegito, and they have Super Saiyan 3 Rose. I did not get Vegito or Rose, which should give you a hint as to what the video after this one is going to be. But yeah, let's get into the box for this one, shall we? So, in terms of the box, unfortunately this one, compared to the other box, didn't do too well in transit. They were both packaged equally as well, it's just this one has been battered about for some reason. So we have Super Fusion Warrior, the ZD Studio logo, and ZD004. We have some warnings on the side, just the standard stuff. On the back we have Succulent Spirit Decorations, Golden 3. Bit strange, but okay. Some, I'm assuming the same legalese, just in, is that Japanese? Usually I'm quite good at telling the difference. I think this is Japanese, but if I'm wrong, I'm sure someone will correct me in the comments. And the top, we have thanks for your trust and support. You're welcome, ZD Studio. But yeah, standard box, gets the job done, got it here in one piece. So let's take a look at the accessories now. So I'm just leaving this one on the turntable. I think it would be easier to show all off that way. So in the kit, you get the head itself, which is a solid lump of sort of hard rubber, which, yeah, does mean we will need the water, definitely. We get an alternate hairpiece, which they say this is Gogeta's hairpiece, but in Heroes specifically, he's usually shown with the bang, just the same way as Goku. Yeah, this one to me is more for Gotenks, with a no bang at all, which is much appreciated. And we get that, if I can reach it, an adapter peg, which is, I can't pick that up in the camera. I do have the other one spare, just in case. But yeah, we have this, which, any of you who are familiar, this is clearly an adapter peg for Kong Studios / Beast Deities, with a larger peg down the bottom. Looks as if it's the same sort of peg style as HMYR uses in their conversion peg sets, only this one seems to be an injection molded as opposed to theirs, which is resin printed, I believe. It's got a rough texture to it, but yeah, handy to include, much appreciated. It will do us quite well later in the video. And we get 3 faces, which, yes, some of you will not be too pleased about because there's not many expressions here at all. We get 2 of the same expression, just one's looking off to the side, stern face, and we get a smirk face. So yeah, looks pretty good. I do like it. The faces in particular are better looking than Jesse's version. I will say that. The only reason I never bought Jesse's is because if we bring this one here, you see how the two, well, where the eyebrows would be, connects in the middle, and there's just a nice line there. On Jesse's, for some reason, they were kind of apart, which, yeah, looked a bit strange to me. That was just a personal nitpick, though. Jesse's set is really good, specifically because of the fact that Jesse's hair is very soft rubber. It's very easy to put on, whereas I don't think I'm going to have the same sort of ease with this one. But yeah, let's get this out the way and get on with the head swaps, shall we? You didn't think Martialist Forever was the only body I was trying this on, did you? Yeah, I have picked 10 bodies to try this on, including the new Demoniacal Fit Hero Waltz Gogeta body, because of course they are marketing this as a Gogeta head first and foremost, so might as well try it out. From left to right here, we also have Martialist Forever, Demoniacal Fit's Ultra Instinct Sign body, Black Hole Toys Event Exclusive Warrior Awakening body, Black Hole Toys Ultra Instinct body, the new Daima Goku body, Demoniacal Fit's Gogeta body, Demoniacal Fit's Zeno Goku body, the official Broly movie body, Demoniacal Fit's older Kaioken Resurrection F body, and the official Legendary Super Saiyan body. So let's bring the contrast down a tad, because all of this skin tone is making my camera go crazy. There we go, that's a little bit better. So, to start off with, we will get all of the 2.0s out of the way, which means bringing this guy in. I am not chancing it whatsoever. It is very hard, very solid rubber, so we will be dunking it in and leaving it for a little bit, and I will just discuss things as we go. So yeah, obviously I'll be very happy to turn this into an adult Gotenks. However, we don't really have a proper Zeno Gotenks style body, unfortunately, because heroes liked to mix and match the sort of clothing that the fusions wore. And that was one of the things I loved about them. So yeah, it kind of looked like Dragon Ball Super Gogeta in terms of looks, only it had a vest undershirt. It also had gloves, brown gloves, and it had a sort of Resurrection F style boots as well. If you're talking about the Future Trunks and it was either Future Trunks and Future Gohan, or Future Trunks and GT Goten that fused later on to become Zeno Gotenks. That one had like skirt pieces and everything attached to it, even had the sword still. So yeah, quite crazy outfits, which would either require a third party to create or a custom, of which I am undecided if I'm going to try and tackle yet. So yeah, but anyway, that should be it. Sufficiently softened. Let's hope so anyway. Let's get that drip dried. Don't worry, I do have a towel next to me. I'm not just throwing it on the floor. Yeah, that seems sufficiently hit up. So let's begin with the 2.0s, shall we? Since if one of those fit, pretty much all of them will. Let's maneuver that out of the way. Start with UI sign. Let's put the adapter peg on. Not the adapter peg, the thing right there. I just realised I have a figure missing from this lineup. Can you guess which one? I'm going to have to go and get it. So let's see, does this pop in? Oh joy. Yeah, you know what? I'm foregoing the stability piece because it's an absolute nightmare to keep on properly. I hate 2.0 pegs with a burning passion, you know that. I really hate them. They just swivel everywhere bar where you want them to go. I'm going to end up rage quitting this video. I can tell. I can already tell. Oh my god. One eternity later, this is going to be a fun video. It did eventually plug in all the way down, although it still seems a bit high up on the neck for my liking. Let's bring one of the hairs in. Same way as Recustoms, you just take the slot, pop it into the hair, like so, and then match the slots onto the body. And yeah, that doesn't look too good. You would probably need an adapter if you're using this in a 2.0 body, quite frankly. Yeah, that looks off completely. Let's pop that out. Hope the neck peg doesn't come with it. Yeah. Close enough. The adapter came out. Oh, great. Well, that kind of works in our favour for most of the rest of these 2.0s. Because the adapter peg is going back in the water. Let's just see how these look, because if one of them looks like that, then most of the 2.0s will, unfortunately. I will try it with the Xeno one and the Resurrection F1 in particular, because those have slightly different peg systems. Let's see. See, that actually looks a bit better, and without the peg in there, it actually still sits okay, even though it's just sitting there. Yeah, if you're not putting this on a 3.0 body, that is my recommendation. Just try and pop the neck peg or the neck hole out and just shove some blue tack in there to have it like this, because quite frankly, it's you're not going to be able to move it much anyway, because it's a solid lump of rubber, and the only swivels there on the hair don't do much. So yeah, but that actually does look okay. That looks pretty decent. Next up, how does this look without it? First off, that actually looks a bit better as well. Yeah, without having to use that weird adapter, it actually suits the 2.0 bodies better. So next up, get out of the way. Don't need you anyway. Oh, looks like we do actually need that piece. Seriously, why is that piece separate? Why not just glue it? I think I'm just going to glue it. So yeah, again, that looks quite nice. I like it. None of these figures can even attempt to hold this up, by the way. ZD Studio said they reduced some weight on these figures, or on these hairs. I hate to see the original weight if this is the weight of these ones. Yeah, again, that looks pretty decent just sitting there. So a bit of blue tack and a stand would make it look pretty decent for 2.0 bodies, quite honestly. So there we are. Let's dig out. Oh my god, that's still quite hot. Trying to get this neck peg out on my own. Come on. I'm starting to see a folly here. There we go. Yeah, I really should have thought about that before I just dumped it in the water. Let's pop this out. Begrudgingly put this adapter piece back in, preferably the right way around. Pop that back in there. Nice. And yeah, let's begin, shall we? So we'll start with Demoniacal Fits Super Saiyan 3. This one should fit a lot easier because it's got a much smaller peg overall. There we go. Yep, that's slotted in very nicely. Put the head back on. And yeah, that looks pretty decent. You never went Super Saiyan 3 on this body, this outfit, but I still think it looks pretty decent. Yep, let's say pop that back out there. Nicely done. Zeno, you're not escaping. Come here. I obviously had to take the power pole off because there was no chance in hell this was fitting with that on. Wish me luck. Nope. Give me a second. There we go. Once I lined it up, it actually went on pretty well. Neck is a little bit long, unfortunately. So, yeah, probably still better off taking that peg adapter out and using it as is. Excuse me. But yeah, looks pretty good. Zeno Super Saiyan 3 has always looked really cool to me. See, that came out with it again. So I'm seeing a pattern here. I don't know about you. No, don't destroy my entire display. Zeno Super Saiyan 4. Come on. There we go. Right, next up, let's bring Martialist Forever in here. Hopefully this hasn't gotten too hard. Come on. In you pop. I said in you pop. There we go. Nice. I get a bad feeling that that is not going to come out cleanly. There we go. Nice. That's the look we're going for. That looks good. Obviously, I forgot to put the stability piece in, so it's flopping about everywhere. But yeah, that looks good. That, quite frankly, is what I bought this here for. I know the Gogeta bit is cool. We will see that in a minute. But yeah, the Martialist Forever body will ultimately become my Super Saiyan 3. And yeah, the peg came out. God. That is going to become a trend, isn't it? I have a bad feeling. We still have 3 bodies to get through. Oh boy. Right. My hands are going to be in ribbons by the end of this. Yeah, if you're taking anything away from this video, make sure you know which figure you're putting this head on before you do it, because you're going to have a hard time taking it back out again. Obviously, I am giving it a hard time because it's so difficult, but at the end of the day, you shouldn't really be swapping heads that frequently anyway. Will this all pop on properly? Come on, this adapter piece is really bugging me. I might end up just gluing both the adapter piece and the stability. Oh my god, I can't speak. I might just end up gluing those both in place, just to keep it. So there we go. On the Daima body, like so. Looking quite good, if I do say so myself. He still has one more trick after this. Yeah, that looks nice. I like that. I like it a lot. So yeah, let's see. Will this pop out? Or will the peg? I'm going to bet the peg. Yep, peg came out. I rage quit. Yeah, after that last one with Daima Goku, I went and got my handy hobby drill, 3mm peg, and I widened that darn hole. Quite simple to do. you just pop it in, twist it, pop it back out, and now it should pop in and out very easily, which it does. Yay, that's how it should be to begin with. Honestly, it seems as if I'm dunking on ZD Studio. I'm not. I just wish they would have used a softer plastic. It would have literally solved 99% of the issues I'm currently experiencing. Now, Legendary Super Saiyan has an even wider neck peg. So, yeah, of course I fix it before going to the even harder to do version. There we go. Just make sure I'm not accidentally removing my decals. If I'm doing this, is going in the bin. The head, not the body. There we go. And yeah, I quite like that. I think that looks good. Really looks good. I'm not sure the sort of stability back piece almost seems as if it's making it too much forward. I'm not sure. But yeah, yeah, good to know that that actually comes off more easily now. That's good. Finally, get out of here, fly. I've had enough issues tonight. I don't need another. So yeah, finally, let's try it on the Demoniacal Fit Gogeta body. There we go. Nice. That actually still needs the stability peg. That's surprising. I thought the vest would do the same job, but apparently not. I still have it in the pose I have in my display. I wasn't changing that. So sue me. Come on. To line it all up and pop it in like so. And there we go. We have a Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta. If we pop that bit off like so, and we can pop that in. And we have their take on Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta, but I call it Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. There we go. Yeah, looking good. I like it. So yeah, let's get the rest of these out of the way now and take a look at the main event, which is, spoilers, a comparison between this and Neo Kong. Okay, so we have Neo Kong's right here. Bring up the white balance a little. And yeah, quite frankly, there is no contest between these two. Like, I know the Neo Kong's has a lot more posability options to it, but just something about the sculpt of the Recustom / ZD Studio version just speaks to me a lot more. Plus, it doesn't have an awkward front bang and such. It all actually works. So yes, I will indeed be swapping these out. Do I attempt to do it on camera? That's the question. There we go. So the Dokkan asset right there. Pop that bit out as well. And we have the peg, which we will then attempt to remove. Try not to break anything. There we go. Good. That came out fairly easily. So, am I better off putting the adapter peg into the head first? I think I might be, because it'll be an almighty pain in the backside to try and get that on the body first. Let's get that out of the way. Apologies, headphone users. So yeah, let's see. Do I need the stability piece for this one? I'll probably need it once the peg is on, but let's try. There we go. That popped on. a little bit loose. I'm not sure if that's because of the Neo Kong part or not. It seems tight enough when it's sitting there. So yeah, let's try this again with the stability piece. Try and pop all this together in one go. There we go. Nice. That works really well. And yeah, the Kong Studio heads, clearly what this, the Kong Studio body, sorry, is clearly what these heads are meant for. At least the Goku one is. The Rosé, yeah, I can see that being for the Beast Deities Rosé heads as well. And yeah, that just fits on there absolutely perfectly. Yeah, that is really good. I like that. I like it a lot. Yeah, that is now my definitive Super Saiyan 3. Even though no figure in its right mind can actually hold this thing up. Even the back of my display can't really hold it up. Let's bring in my handy dandy stand. There we go. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, I like that. That's sealed it for me. Neo Kong body plus ZD Studio head is a match made in heaven, at least in my opinion. And I will definitely be getting the accessory kit to show this guy in some more poses. So yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. It was a bit of a hassle, but we got there in the end. Even though I did have a bit of trouble putting this all together, I do think it worked out in the end fairly well, in my opinion. But yeah, guys, link is in the description if you wish to purchase the ZD 002 Hero in Despair. Is that what it's called? There is Hope in Despair. Sorry. That will be the other head sculpt that I'm doing of this company. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. As I said before, link to purchase is in the description if you wish to do so. Leave a like if you enjoyed. And until next time, please pray for my hands.